Red Sand Siege. When humanity's first colony on Mars becomes the battleground for survival against an ancient alien race. A small team of astronauts must use every weapon, every strategy, and every ounce of courage to protect their new home. But as they fight for survival, they uncover a secret that could change human history forever. Watch how ordinary scientists become extraordinary warriors in this epic struggle for survival on the Red Planet. Don't miss this heart-pounding sci-fi thriller. Subscribe now to experience the full story of humanity's greatest stand. The crimson sands of Mars stretched endlessly across the horizon, their familiar rust-colored hue now casting ominous shadows under the twin suns. The colony, nestled within the protective embrace of Olympus Mons, had been humanity's proudest achievement, a testament to centuries of scientific progress. For 3 Martian years, the settlement thrived, its biodomes cultivating Earth crops in alien soil, its laboratories unlocking the secrets of Martian geology. But on this fateful sol, everything changed. The ground tremors began subtly, almost imperceptibly, like distant thunder carried through the thin atmosphere. Sensors detected unusual energy signatures emanating from the Valles Marineris Canyon system, 70 kilometers away. What initially appeared as geological anomalies soon revealed themselves to be something far more sinister. Massive structures emerging from beneath the Martian surface, their crystalline forms refracting light in impossible ways. The colony's automated systems flagged the disturbance immediately, but no human could have predicted what came next. The crystalline spires, towering over the barren landscape, pulsed with an eerie luminescence that seemed to resonate with the very fabric of reality. Within hours, movement was detected, shapes shifting and flowing like liquid metal, yet possessing an intelligence that defied explanation. These were not random formations or geological oddities. They were alive, and they were watching. The initial scans conducted by orbital satellites painted a chilling picture. The structures were not natural formations, but part of an intricate network spanning hundreds of kilometers beneath the Martian surface. They were ancient, predating any known civilization on Earth, yet they hummed with power as if newly activated. The colony's lead scientist, Dr. Sophia Patel, noted that the energy readings matched patterns observed in theoretical models of quantum entanglement devices, technology so advanced it bordered on magic. Yet there was nothing magical about the fear gripping the hearts of the colonists as the first signs of movement emerged from the depths of the canyon. The colony's automated defense systems activated moments before visual confirmation came through. Through surveillance drones, the team witnessed creatures unlike anything in human taxonomy. Their bodies seemed to flow between solid and liquid states, their surfaces shimmering with iridescent patterns that pulsed in complex rhythms. These were no primitive life forms, but highly evolved beings possessing technology beyond comprehension. The initial scout parties approached without hostility, their movements deliberate yet cautious. When attempts at communication failed, the true nature of their intentions became horrifyingly clear. Energy beams lanced through the thin Martian atmosphere, targeting vital infrastructure. Power relays exploded in cascading failures, life support systems faltered, and communication with Earth fell silent. The once peaceful research outpost transformed into a fortress under siege. What began as a routine day quickly spiraled into chaos. The aliens' weapons operated on principles unknown to human science, bypassing traditional defenses with ease. The colony's shields, designed to withstand micrometeorite impacts and radiation storms, proved ineffective against the coherent energy beams that sliced through metal and ceramic barriers alike. Panic spread among the colonists as oxygen levels began to drop, forcing them to retreat into sealed emergency bunkers. The airlock alarms blared incessantly, warning of breaches in multiple sectors. Each explosion outside sent shockwaves rippling through the fragile habitats, threatening to compromise the entire structure. Commander Elena Vasquez, a seasoned astronaut with 2 previous Mars missions under her belt, took charge immediately. Her voice cut through the chaos like a blade, issuing orders with precision and authority. Seal all primary habitats. Divert auxiliary power to life support. Activate the emergency beacon. Her words carried weight, grounding the terrified scientists and engineers who looked to her for guidance. Despite the overwhelming odds, she projected an aura of calm determination that steadied nerves and focused minds. It was clear to everyone that survival depended not just on individual courage, but on collective ingenuity and discipline. Commander Elena Vasquez coordinated the emergency response from Central Habitat Alpha, her trained instincts taking over despite the chaos unfolding around her. The 12 members of the expedition split into tactical units, each assigned critical roles in the colony's defense. Dr. Marcus Chin, the colony's chief engineer, worked feverishly to reroute power through secondary systems while securing the fusion reactor. Biologist Sophia Patel repurposed agricultural drones into reconnaissance units, their sensors modified to track enemy movements. Every available resource was converted into tools of survival. Mining equipment became makeshift weapons, habitat modules transformed into fortified positions. The Martian environment itself became both ally and adversary. Low gravity allowed for unique combat maneuvers but made precise movement challenging. Dust storms obscured visibility while simultaneously providing cover from enemy scanners. The ingenuity displayed by the colonists was nothing short of remarkable. Dr. Chen, whose expertise lay in terraforming technologies, jury-rigged mining lasers to function as anti-aircraft turrets. These modifications, while crude, proved surprisingly effective against the alien craft that darted across the sky like predatory birds. Meanwhile, Sophia Patel's reprogrammed drones provided real-time data on enemy positions, allowing the defenders to anticipate attacks and set traps using environmental hazards. The colony's greenhouse domes, originally designed to sustain plant growth, were converted into ambush zones where attackers would find themselves disoriented by fluctuating temperatures and artificial fog generators. Yet even as the humans adapted, the aliens demonstrated an unsettling ability to evolve their tactics. Their crystalline constructs shifted shape mid-battle, altering their physical properties to counteract human strategies. Energy shields absorbed incoming fire before dissolving into harmless vapor, only to reform moments later with enhanced resilience. The invaders moved with a fluidity that defied physics, their forms blurring and reforming in ways that suggested mastery over matter itself. This adaptability forced the colonists to constantly innovate, relying on creativity and teamwork to stay one step ahead. The aliens' attack patterns demonstrated terrifying intelligence. They employed sophisticated tactics that adapted to human defenses, their crystalline constructs reconfiguring mid-battle to counteract human strategies. Energy weapons capable of vaporizing steel cut through habitats with surgical precision, avoiding areas containing preserved Martian artifacts. This selectivity suggested they sought something specific within the colony's archives. The humans responded with ingenuity born of desperation. Mining lasers, originally designed for geological surveys, proved devastating against alien armor. Environmental suits, enhanced with experimental materials, provided unexpected resistance to energy weapons. Each successful defense revealed more about their adversaries. The creatures avoided direct sunlight, their movements slowed by certain electromagnetic frequencies, and they exhibited vulnerability to extreme cold. These observations became crucial in developing effective countermeasures. The battle raged across the Martian landscape, transforming the colony into a war zone. Craters scarred the red sands where explosions had torn through the thin atmosphere, scattering debris and shattering the fragile illusion of safety. Inside the habitats, the colonists worked tirelessly to repair damage and reinforce defenses. Dr. Emily Zhang, the medical officer, treated injuries sustained during skirmishes, her hands steady despite the constant threat of another attack. She used innovative techniques, such as applying regenerative nanogel directly to wounds, to accelerate healing times and keep the team operational. Morale remained precarious, hanging by a thread as exhaustion and fear gnawed at the edges of resolve. Yet amidst the turmoil, moments of triumph emerged. A daring raid led by Commander Vasquez successfully disabled an alien energy node, causing a temporary disruption in their enemy's coordination. This victory, though small, provided a much-needed boost to spirits and underscored the importance of perseverance. Each success, no matter how minor, fueled hope that survival was still possible. As the siege entered its third soul, the psychological toll became evident. Sleep deprivation gnawed at concentration, fear of isolation from Earth weighed heavily, and the constant threat of annihilation tested everyone's resolve. Yet amidst the terror emerged stories of remarkable heroism. Technician Rajiv Mehta sacrificed his chance at safety to manually override failing atmospheric processors, ensuring breathable air for the survivors. Medical officer Dr. Emily Zhang performed emergency surgeries in zero-gravity conditions, her hands steady despite ongoing attacks. The shared experience forged bonds stronger than any military training could achieve. Shared meals and cramped shelters became moments of rare normalcy, where laughter momentarily drowned out the sounds of battle. These human connections became as vital to survival as weapons and technology. The emotional strain was palpable. Some colonists struggled to maintain composure, haunted by nightmares of being overrun or abandoned on this desolate world. Others found solace in ritualistic behaviors, reciting poetry, sketching scenes of Earth, or simply staring out at the endless expanse of red sand. Commander Vasquez recognized the need for mental fortitude and instituted daily check-ins, encouraging open dialogue about fears and hopes. These sessions fostered camaraderie and reminded everyone that they were not alone in their struggles. Despite the hardships, acts of kindness and bravery illuminated the darkness. When a young engineer named Priya Kapoor collapsed from exhaustion, 3 colleagues carried her to safety, refusing to leave her behind despite incoming fire. Such selflessness became contagious, inspiring others to push beyond their limits. Even simple gestures, like sharing limited rations or offering words of encouragement, reinforced the sense of unity that kept the group functioning as a cohesive unit. Scientific curiosity persisted even in the face of extinction. Analysis of captured alien technology revealed astonishing capabilities: matter manipulation at the molecular level, instantaneous communication across vast distances, and energy sources defying known physics. The creatures themselves appeared to exist in a quantum state, their physical forms shifting between dimensions. Dr. Sophia Patel's examination of biological samples suggested they were not native to Mars, but rather interdimensional travelers using the planet as a staging ground. This discovery aligned with ancient Martian ruins studied during the colony's peaceful period, hieroglyphs depicting similar beings arriving during global catastrophes. The implication that these entities had visited Mars millions of years ago sent shockwaves through the scientific community, suggesting patterns in their behavior that might predict future actions. Dr. Patel's research unveiled disturbing parallels between the current invasion and historical events documented in Martian artifacts. The hieroglyphs spoke of cyclical invasions occurring every few million years, coinciding with periods of planetary instability. This pattern hinted at a larger agenda, one that transcended mere territorial conquest. Perhaps the aliens sought something buried deep within Mars' crust, something left behind by previous civilizations. If true, understanding their motives could provide leverage in ending the conflict, or at least buying time for reinforcements from Earth. The implications extended beyond immediate survival. Humanity stood on the brink of contact with an intelligence vastly superior to its own, raising profound questions about its place in the universe. Were these beings conquerors, explorers, or something entirely different? The answers could redefine everything known about life, consciousness, and existence itself. The colony's original purpose, archaeological research, took on new significance as defensive strategies incorporated ancient Martian knowledge. Defensive positions were established near significant ruins, utilizing unknown alloy structures as natural fortifications. Translation efforts accelerated, focusing on sections describing previous conflicts with similar entities. The runes etched into weathered stone told tales of desperate battles fought by long-extinct Martians against these same foes. Ritualistic markings depicted sacrifices made to appease the invaders, hinting at attempts to negotiate peace through spiritual means. While modern humans lacked the cultural context to fully interpret these symbols, they gleaned enough to inform their strategy. One particular artifact caught Dr. Patel's attention: a metallic sphere embedded in a ruined temple wall. Its surface bore intricate engravings resembling circuitry, pulsing faintly with the same energy signature detected in the alien weapons. Careful analysis revealed it to be some form of key or control device, possibly linked to the crystalline structures now dominating the landscape. Could this relic hold the key to disabling the invaders' technology? Or worse, could activating it summon even greater forces? The decision to proceed required weighing risks against potential rewards, a dilemma complicated by dwindling resources and mounting casualties. Desperation drove innovation. The colonists scavenged every scrap of material, repurposing broken equipment and discarded components into tools of survival. A malfunctioning rover became a mobile artillery platform, its chassis reinforced with salvage plating. Abandoned solar panels powered improvised EMP generators, temporarily disabling alien drones. Even waste products found new applications. Carbon dioxide scrubbers produced oxygen for breathing masks, while excess methane fueled makeshift flamethrowers. Nothing went to waste in this crucible of necessity. Engineering marvels emerged from chaos. Dr. Chen constructed a prototype shield generator based on principles observed in alien tech, creating localized fields capable of deflecting energy blasts. Though unstable and prone to overheating, it proved invaluable during critical moments. Similarly, Sophia Patel developed a neural interface prototype allowing direct communication with the colony's AI systems, enhancing situational awareness and reaction times. These breakthroughs demonstrated humanity's capacity for adaptation, turning adversity into opportunity. Yet progress came at a cost. Failed experiments resulted in catastrophic accidents, claiming lives and destroying precious resources. Each setback tested morale, pushing the team closer to breaking point. Yet the collective will to survive remained unbroken, fueled by shared purpose and unwavering determination. The aliens' behavior grew increasingly erratic as the siege dragged on. Periods of intense aggression alternated with stretches of eerie silence, during which their crystalline constructs hovered motionless above the battlefield. This unpredictability kept the colonists perpetually on edge, unable to rest or plan effectively. Scouts reported sightings of smaller entities emerging from the main force, their forms less defined but equally dangerous. These scouts infiltrated habitats undetected, sabotaging equipment and spreading panic among the defenders. Communication breakdowns exacerbated the situation. Jamming signals disrupted internal communications, isolating teams and complicating coordinated responses. Emergency protocols relied heavily on visual signals and prearranged codes. Methods prone to misinterpretation under stress. Trust became paramount, as decisions often hinged on split-second judgments made without complete information. Leadership dynamics shifted accordingly, with individuals stepping up to fill gaps created by confusion and fatigue. Amidst the uncertainty, patterns gradually emerged. Alien movements correlated with magnetic field fluctuations, suggesting sensitivity to electromagnetic phenomena. This insight prompted the development of countermeasures utilizing artificial magnetic pulses to disrupt their navigation systems. Successes, however fleeting, offered glimpses of hope amid despair. A turning point arrived when a daring reconnaissance mission uncovered a hidden facility buried beneath the colony's perimeter. Accessed via a concealed tunnel network, the underground complex housed advanced machinery unlike anything seen before. Walls lined with glowing conduits pulsed rhythmically, mimicking the aliens' bioluminescent patterns. At the center stood a massive obelisk, its surface inscribed with symbols matching those found in Martian ruins. Initial scans indicated immense energy concentrations emanating from within. Speculation ran rampant. Was this a weapon? A gateway? Or perhaps a prison containing something far more dangerous than the invaders themselves? Whatever its purpose, it clearly held significance for both sides. The aliens intensified their assaults, focusing efforts on breaching the tunnel entrance. Realizing the stakes, Commander Vasquez ordered a full-scale defense operation, mobilizing every available asset to protect the discovery. Inside the facility, researchers worked frantically to decipher controls and unlock its secrets. Time was running out, not just due to external threats, but because prolonged exposure to the obelisk's emissions caused severe neurological effects. Headaches, hallucinations, and memory loss plagued those who ventured too close. Yet abandoning the site meant surrendering potential salvation. Balancing risk against reward became the ultimate gamble. Breakthroughs came at great personal cost. Dr. Patel, leading the analysis team, suffered debilitating symptoms after prolonged exposure to the obelisk's radiation. Her condition deteriorated rapidly, yet she refused evacuation, insisting her insights were crucial to understanding the alien technology. Colleagues rallied around her, rotating shifts to minimize individual exposure while maximizing productivity. Together, they pieced together fragments of code embedded in the obelisk's matrix, revealing partial instructions for activation sequences. Simultaneously, Dr. Chen focused on reverse engineering captured alien devices. His work yielded valuable data on energy modulation techniques, enabling improvements to the colony's shield generators. These enhancements, combined with strategic deployment of magnetic pulse emitters, created overlapping zones of defense capable of repelling concentrated attacks. Slowly but surely, the tide began to turn in humanity's favor. Victories, though hard-won, inspired renewed confidence. Successful interceptions of alien supply lines disrupted their operations, forcing them onto the defensive. Morale soared as colonists realized they could not only survive but potentially prevail against overwhelming odds. Unity strengthened resolve, transforming disparate individuals into a cohesive fighting force united by common purpose. With momentum shifting, Commander Vasquez authorized a bold offensive aimed at crippling the alien command structure. Intelligence gathered from drone reconnaissance identified a central nexus controlling their forces, a towering crystalline spire located deep within enemy territory. Striking this target required precision timing and flawless execution. Volunteers assembled for the mission, knowing full well the likelihood of returning was slim. Under cover of darkness, the strike team infiltrated enemy lines, utilizing stealth suits and cloaking devices adapted from alien tech. Progress proved treacherous, navigating labyrinthine tunnels filled with traps and ambushes. Casualties mounted, yet determination never wavered. Reaching the spire demanded overcoming seemingly insurmountable obstacles, including navigating lethal energy fields and bypassing automated defenses. Finally reaching the core chamber, the team encountered a sight both beautiful and terrifying. Suspended within a transparent enclosure floated a massive entity, its form constantly shifting between states of matter. This, presumably, was the leader, or perhaps the consciousness, of the invading force. Activating the obelisk's interface initiated a cascade of events, triggering a feedback loop that destabilized the alien construct. As the spire began to collapse, the team executed a desperate retreat, narrowly escaping destruction. The aftermath of the assault brought mixed results. While the alien forces appeared disorganized and weakened, sporadic attacks continued, suggesting residual autonomy among remaining units. However, the absence of coordinated offensives indicated significant damage to their command hierarchy. Capitalizing on this window of opportunity, the colonists launched a series of counterattacks aimed at reclaiming lost territory. Fortified positions expanded outward, securing vital resources and establishing buffer zones around key installations. Rebuilding efforts commenced alongside defensive operations. Damaged habitats underwent repairs, restoring essential services and improving living conditions. Agricultural domes reopened, resuming cultivation of crops necessary for long-term sustainability. Life slowly returned to a semblance of normalcy, albeit punctuated by periodic skirmishes. Hope blossomed anew, tempered by lingering uncertainty about future threats. Scientific endeavors resumed with renewed vigor. Analysis of recovered alien artifacts accelerated, yielding groundbreaking discoveries in quantum mechanics and energy manipulation. These advancements promised revolutionary applications back on Earth, assuming humanity survived to benefit from them. For now, focus remained firmly fixed on survival and defense. As weeks turned into months, the colonists adapted to their new reality. Training programs emphasized versatility, preparing individuals to handle multiple roles in case of emergencies. Cross-disciplinary collaboration fostered innovation, blending expertise from various fields to tackle challenges creatively. Social structures evolved organically, prioritizing mutual support and collective welfare. Bonds formed during crisis solidified into lasting relationships, creating a tight-knit community bound by shared experiences. Reflections on mortality became commonplace. Conversations turned philosophical, exploring themes of existence, legacy, and humanity's place in the cosmos. Art flourished as an outlet for emotions too complex for words, with murals depicting scenes of heroism adorning habitat walls. Music composed from synthesized tones echoed through corridors, offering solace and inspiration. Culture emerged organically, shaped by adversity yet enriched by diversity. Despite hardships endured, resilience prevailed. Children born during the siege represented hope incarnate, embodying potential for a brighter future. Education initiatives ensured continuity of knowledge, passing wisdom from generation to generation. The colony transitioned from mere outpost to fledgling society, carving a niche in Martian history. Epilogue loomed uncertain yet promising. Reinforcements from Earth remained distant dreams, hindered by vast distances and technological limitations. Yet perseverance paid dividends, as incremental victories accumulated into tangible progress. Negotiation attempts, facilitated by insights gained from studying alien psychology, showed tentative promise. Peace seemed improbable but not impossible, contingent upon mutual understanding and respect. Legacy endured beyond immediate circumstances. Lessons learned informed future colonization efforts, shaping policies and protocols for generations to come. Stories of bravery and sacrifice inspired countless others, serving as reminders of human tenacity in face of adversity. Mars, once symbolizing isolation and danger, transformed into a beacon of hope and possibility. To viewers witnessing this saga unfold, Remember, humanity's greatest strength lies not in technology or weaponry, but in spirit and unity. Subscribe now to follow further adventures, celebrating triumphs achieved through courage, ingenuity, and unwavering resolve. Together, we forge destiny among stars.